Be honest. Have you ever replayed the same conversation in your head 10 times after it ended? Maybe someone looked at you differently. Maybe you said one small thing, and suddenly your brain starts asking questions. Did I sound strange? Did I say the wrong thing? What do they think about me now? Hours pass. Sometimes days pass, but your mind is still there, stuck inside the same moment.
Oh, David, you just described about half of the people watching right now.
Maybe more than half.
And the strange thing is that most people think they are the only ones doing it.
Exactly. They think everyone else is calm. Everyone else is confident. Everyone else knows what they are doing. But that is not true.
Not even close.
Here is something nobody tells you. The reason you overthink everything is usually not because you think too much.
Wait, then what is it?
It is something deeper. Something most people never notice. And once you understand it, you start seeing your thoughts completely differently.
That sounds important.
It is. But before we explain that answer, we need to show you something first. Because if you miss the next few minutes, the rest of this conversation will not make sense.
Stay with us. What we are about to talk about could change how you see your own mind.
Hey, English learners. Welcome to English TalkHub, your cozy place to learn real English through real daily conversations. I am Emma.
And I am David. And Emma, I think today's topic might be one of the most personal topics we have ever talked about.
I think so too, because almost everyone has experienced overthinking. It does not matter where you live. It does not matter how old you are. It does not matter if you are confident or shy. At some point, your brain decides to create a movie that nobody asked for.
And somehow, that movie always has the worst ending.
Exactly.
So, Emma, should we tell them what they are going to learn today?
Absolutely.
By the end of this episode, you will understand why overthinking happens. You will learn natural English phrases to talk about stress, worry, and confidence. And most importantly, you will discover a simple mindset that can help you stop getting trapped inside your own thoughts.
And we are going to do all of that through a real conversation. No difficult grammar lessons, no complicated rules, just simple English that feels natural.
This is B1 to B2 level English. So if some words are new, do not worry. Stay with the feeling of the conversation. You will understand much more than you think.
And later in the episode, we have a word tour where we review every important phrase slowly and clearly.
That is always my favorite part.
Mine too. Mostly because I get to hear you say words 3 times in a row.
Which sounds much less exciting when you describe it like that.
Fair point.
And if this podcast is helping your English, please subscribe to English TalkHub. Every week, we create conversations designed to help you improve your English naturally.
And if you stay until the end of today's episode, you will hear the one sentence that completely changed how I think about overthinking.
Oh, yes! That sentence surprised me the first time David said it.
It surprised me too, because sometimes the biggest problems have very simple answers.
And overthinking is one of those problems.
So let us start with the part nobody talks about. The real reason people overthink everything.
And I have a feeling some listeners are going to recognize themselves immediately.
I think they will. Because what we are about to discuss is far more common than most people realize. So let us start with the part that nobody talks about. The real reason people overthink. And I promise, this may surprise you.
Because most people think overthinking starts with thinking.
Exactly. They think the problem is their brain. But very often, the problem starts with fear.
Fear.
Yes. Fear of making a mistake. fear of looking silly, fear of disappointing someone, fear of not being good enough.
That feels very true.
Think about it. When you are relaxed, you usually make decisions quickly. You trust yourself. You move forward.
But when fear appears, everything changes.
Exactly. Suddenly, every decision feels dangerous. Every choice feels important. And your brain starts searching for the perfect answer.
Which usually makes everything harder.
Much harder.
You know what is funny?
What?
Most of the things I worried about never happened.
Same.
Can I tell you something embarrassing?
Always.
A few months ago, I sent a message to a friend. It was a completely normal message, nothing strange. But after I sent it, my friend did not reply for several hours. And my brain immediately created 20 different stories.
Only 20?
Fine, maybe 50. I thought maybe they were upset. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe they did not want to talk to me anymore. By the end of the day, I had created an entire movie in my head.
And what was the real reason?
Their phone battery died.
Of course it did.
Exactly. I spent hours worrying about a problem that did not exist.
Emma, that is actually so common because when information is missing, our brains often fill the gap with fear.
And usually the story we create is much worse than reality.
Oh, overthink. Phrase number 1. Say it with us. Overthink.
Overthink.
Overthink means thinking about something too much, for too long.
A natural example is, I always overthink before important meetings. Say it with us. I always overthink before important meetings.
Another example is, I overthought the situation and made myself nervous.
That happens to so many people.
Emma, what happens after people start overthinking?
Usually, they stop moving forward.
Exactly. Which brings us to our next word, stuck. Say it with us. Stuck.
Stuck.
Stuck means unable to move forward or make progress.
Natural example. I felt stuck because I could not make a decision. Say it with us. I felt stuck because I could not make a decision.
Another example. He stayed stuck in the same routine for years.
I think many people confuse thinking with progress.
What do you mean?
Sometimes we spend so much time thinking about what to do that we never actually do anything.
That is a great point.
It feels productive, but often it is just another way of avoiding action.
And that leads to something else. Doubt. Phrase number 3. Doubt.
Doubt.
Doubt means feeling unsure about yourself or something you want to do.
Natural example. I had doubts about applying for the job. Say it with us. I had doubts about applying for the job.
Another example. Sometimes self-doubt stops people from trying new things.
Self-doubt can be very powerful.
Yes, and the strange thing is that confident people experience doubt too.
Really?
Absolutely. The difference is not that they never doubt themselves. The difference is that they act anyway.
That is important.
Very important.
So, if someone listening right now struggles with overthinking, what should they remember?
I would say this. Your thoughts are not always facts. Sometimes they are just fears wearing clever disguises.
Wow, that is a powerful sentence.
It sounds deep, but it is true.
And I want to ask everyone listening something. Tell us in the comments right now, what is one thing you tend to overthink? Start with, I often overthink.
Keep it simple. One sentence is enough.
You might be surprised how many people feel exactly the same way.
But wait, what we are about to discuss next is the part most people completely miss. It is the hidden habit that quietly makes overthinking worse.
And once you see it, you cannot unsee it.
Do not go anywhere.
Okay, here is the part David promised. And honestly, when I first understood this, I had to stop and think for a minute.
Because most people believe overthinking is caused by having too many thoughts. But often, that is not the real problem.
Then what is?
The need for certainty.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
Think about it. Overthinking usually appears when we desperately want to know what will happen next. We want guarantees. We want perfect answers. We want complete control.
But life does not work like that.
Exactly. Life is uncertain. People are uncertain. The future is uncertain.
And the more we fight that uncertainty, the more exhausted we become.
Oh, worry. Phrase number 4. Worry.
Worry.
Worry means thinking about possible problems that may happen.
Natural example? I spent all night worrying about the interview. Say it with us. I spent all night worrying about the interview.
Another example. There is no point worrying about something you cannot control.
That second sentence is something I need to hear every week.
Me too.
So, what happens when worry gets stronger?
Usually it becomes a spiral.
Oh, I know this word.
Phrase number 5. Spiral. Spiral.
Spiral.
A spiral is when your thoughts keep getting more negative and harder to stop.
Natural example. One small mistake sent me into a spiral of negative thoughts. Say it with us. One small mistake sent me into a spiral of negative thoughts.
Another example. I try to stop the spiral before it gets worse.
That word describes overthinking perfectly.
It really does. One thought becomes 3 thoughts. 3 thoughts become 10 thoughts. 10 thoughts become an entire imaginary disaster.
Which somehow feels completely real.
Exactly.
Let us show everyone how this sounds in real life.
Good idea. Emma, you be character A.
Ready.
I will be character B.
My manager asked to speak with me tomorrow.
Okay, what happened?
I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake.
Did your manager say that?
No.
Then why are you assuming something bad?
Because I keep thinking about every possibility.
That sounds like overthinking.
It probably is.
Maybe your manager simply wants to discuss a new project.
That possibility never entered my mind.
Did you notice what happened there?
The negative possibility felt more believable.
Exactly. Overthinking often tricks us into believing the worst outcome is the most likely outcome.
And I think the part nobody really says out loud is this.
Go ahead.
Sometimes overthinking is not about solving a problem. It is about trying to protect ourselves from disappointment.
Emma, say that again.
Sometimes overthinking is not about solving a problem. It is about trying to protect ourselves from disappointment.
That is going on a mug.
Everything goes on a mug with you.
This one deserves it.
Because when you expect the worst, you think you will be prepared.
But usually you just suffer twice.
Twice?
Once in your imagination, and once in reality, if the problem actually happens.
That is such an important idea.
Which brings us to another phrase. Let go. Phrase number 6. Let go.
Let go.
Let go means to stop holding on to a thought, fear, or problem.
Natural example. I finally let go of my fear of making mistakes. Say it with us. I finally let go of my fear of making mistakes.
Another example. Sometimes you need to let go and trust yourself.
That sounds simple, but it can be very difficult.
Very difficult, especially when uncertainty makes us uncomfortable.
By the way, if you are finding this conversation helpful, subscribe to English TalkHub. We create new English podcast conversations every week.
And next week, we are talking about building confidence slowly.
That is going to be a good one.
Before we continue, I want everyone listening to do something. Pause for a moment and say this sentence out loud. I cannot control everything, and that is okay.
Write it in the comments too. I cannot control everything, and that is okay.
It sounds simple, but for many people, it is exactly what they need to hear.
Now, we are about to reach the most important part of this entire episode, the insight that changes everything.
The one idea that helped me stop fighting every thought in my head. And it is coming right now. Okay, this is it. The thing we have been building toward this whole episode. And I want you to pay close attention to the next few minutes.
Because this is where everything starts to make sense. We talked about overthinking. We talked about doubt. We talked about worrying about the future and replaying the past. But now comes the real question.
What actually stops overthinking?
And the answer is probably much simpler than people expect.
Ready?
Ready.
Action.
Yes.
Not perfect action.
Not confident action.
Not action when you finally feel ready.
Just action.
Because overthinking grows when nothing moves.
But action creates information.
Imagine you are standing at the edge of a swimming pool.
I already don't like where this is going.
Stay with me. You can spend 20 minutes wondering if the water is cold.
Or you can touch the water for 2 seconds and know the answer.
That is the difference.
Thinking gives guesses.
Action gives answers.
Wow.
Mug.
Of course.
Thinking gives guesses. Action gives answers.
That really is today's lesson.
So if you have been waiting for confidence before speaking English,
Speak first.
if you have been waiting for the perfect plan,
Start first.
if you have been waiting until you stop feeling nervous,
Take one small step anyway.
because confidence usually comes after action.
Not before it.
Oh, our final vocabulary phrase.
I love this one.
Small step.
Small step.
A small step means one tiny action that moves you forward.
For example, I practiced English for 5 minutes. It was a small step.
Or I sent the email even though I was nervous. It was a small step.
Small steps look small today.
But they create big results later.
Exactly.
Now let's put everything together in one real-life scenario.
This is the moment you have been practicing for.
Ready?
Ready.
Emma, how have you been feeling lately?
Honestly, I have been stuck in my head.
About what?
I keep worrying about making mistakes when I speak English.
That sounds exhausting.
It is. I spend so much time imagining problems.
That sounds like overthinking.
Definitely.
Have you tried taking a small step instead?
Like what?
Maybe speaking for 5 minutes every day. Exactly. Progress does not require perfection.
You're right. I think I need to trust the process.
And stop expecting instant results.
I can do that.
Good, because confidence grows when you practice.
Not when you worry.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Did you catch all today's phrases?
Overthinking,
Stuck in your head.
trust the process,
Manageable.
progress.
Perfection.
Instant results.
Small step.
Those are the phrases real English speakers use all the time.
Your turn.
Pause this video after this section.
Use one phrase from today's lesson.
Write one sentence in the comments.
Any sentence.
We celebrate every comment here.
Because every sentence is progress. Okay, word tour time.
We slow everything down.
Every important phrase from today.
One more time.
Slowly.
Clearly.
Just listen and repeat.
Our first phrase is overthinking.
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 Overthinking means thinking about something too much.
Natural sentence. I was overthinking the interview.
You can also say, I tend to overthink small decisions.
Say it with us. I was overthinking the interview. Our next phrase is stuck in my head.
Stuck in my head.
Stuck in my head.
It means you cannot stop thinking about something.
Natural sentence. That problem was stuck in my head all day.
You can also say, the conversation stayed stuck in my head.
Say it with us. That problem was stuck in my head all day. Our next phrase is trust the process.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
It means believe improvement takes time.
Natural sentence. Learning English is slow, but I trust the process.
You can also say, keep going and trust the process.
Say it with us. I trust the process. Our next word is manageable.
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 Manageable means not too difficult.
Natural sentence. 10 minutes a day feels manageable.
You can also say, the task was manageable.
Say it with us. 10 minutes a day feels manageable. Our next word is progress.
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 Progress means moving forward, little by little.
Natural sentence. I am making progress every week.
You can also say, small progress is still progress.
Say it with us. I am making progress every week. Community question time.
Every episode, we ask one simple question. And honestly, reading your comments is one of our favorite parts of the week.
It really is. This community is full of kind, thoughtful people who are improving their English one step at a time.
And today's question is very simple.
What is one thing you overthink too much?
It could be speaking English.
It could be making decisions.
It could even be choosing what to watch on Netflix for 40 minutes and then watching nothing.
David, that feels strangely personal.
Because I have definitely done that.
So write your answer in the comments.
Start with,
I overthink.
for example,
I overthink speaking English with new people.
Or, I overthink making important decisions.
Remember, your sentence does not have to be perfect.
The goal is communication, not perfection.
and every comment is another chance to practice your English.
We read as many comments as we can.
And we genuinely love seeing your progress.
David, before we finish, should we give everyone a small challenge for this week?
Absolutely.
Something simple.
Something practical.
Something that takes less than 5 minutes.
Here is your challenge.
Tomorrow morning, notice one thing you are overthinking.
Just one thing.
Then ask yourself,
What is the smallest step I can take right now?
not tomorrow,
Not next week.
right now.
Maybe it is sending one message.
Maybe it is practicing English for 5 minutes.
Maybe it is making one decision instead of thinking about it for another hour.
The action does not need to be big.
It just needs to exist.
Because tiny actions often create the biggest changes.
And that is something worth remembering.
Before today's episode, I think a lot of people believed overthinking was a sign that they cared more.
But hopefully now they see something different.
Thinking is useful.
But endless thinking is not the same as progress.
Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is take one small step before you feel completely ready.
Emma,
Yes?
that is another mug.
We made it almost to the end.
I had to do it one last time.
Fair enough.
Thank you for spending this time with us today.
Whether you were listening on your way to work,
While drinking coffee,
during a walk,
or while practicing English at home.
We are really happy you joined us.
And remember,
You do not need perfect English to communicate.
you do not need perfect confidence to start.
And you do not need perfect timing to take a small step forward.
Keep practicing.
Keep speaking.
Keep trusting the process.
And be kind to yourself along the way.
This is David,
And this is Emma.
and you have been listening to English TalkHub.
Take care of your English.
And take care of your heart.
We will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And remember,
Thinking gives guesses.
action gives answers.
See you next time.